It is spooky season. I do not associate with this autumn movement, and I hate everything that is pumpkin spiced, but I do like spooky things. And lately I have been watching playthrough of this niche game. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it's called Fatal Frame. You may be asking why didn't I play it myself, and it is because I am too much of a coward. I would not survive playing this game, taking into account that I didn't finish Darkwood because it was too scary for me while watching this scary game, and also watching days that come by. They are shorter and shorter and the night is longer and longer. I got inspired to paint something that is darker toned in the future, and I want to explore what makes something scary, and in this case we will be exploring paintings. And I do know some paintings that are haunting for me, and we will think about what makes a scary face scary or a scary monster scary, because this is something that I would like to address. I lack skill in painting scary faces. I think, at least for me, they are not scary enough. I want to feel haunted by their presence in this painting, and I am not. I will give you an example. Do you think he is scary? Please tell me honestly, because I don't think he is scary enough. I mean, he's alright, but I think I need some inspiration. This is my honest opinion about my own work. They are not scary enough. My works, they are not scary enough. I will be taking notes, like in my head, of what works in other paintings. Maybe a few of paintings will haunt me in my dreams. That would be fine by me, if it means that I will be painting better. No, not fine. I don't want to be haunted at night. Hello, I am Krum, and today we'll be looking at some of the most haunted paintings, in my opinion. Let's go. Yeah, this one is by Dragan Bibin. I need to put a disclaimer. Sorry if I don't pronounce some names right. I actually saw this painting a little while ago, and it inspired me to do something similar. You may notice some similarities between my painting and this painting. It is heavily inspired. I think there is two works. This is the different one. I do like this one more. Being in this theme of Fatal Frame, I think that in PS2 games there is some kind of haunting feeling that comes from the medium itself. Like when there's modern horror games, they are very different, they are polished and they are very realistic. So I do like more this one because it is like more rough. What gets me in this painting is this just darkness, and this might be very personal fear, but I hate windows that are not covered in the night. So he has other painting like this. Yeah, so something like this. The scene here is very well lit, so you would think that, and you are in your home, I would suppose. I would assume that you can feel safe here, but first of all, the light is very cold, so I think it is the first thing that makes you feel kind of weird. It is like maybe in a hospital. These windows, they are exposed, and you just know that from the outside someone can see everything that is inside. And okay, I think this is even scarier from the first one that I pulled. I just think that there is something so scary in the, like, seeing that there is some space where there is no light and you really don't know what's lurking from there. And this is similar motif. I think this one gives me the most chills because I just feel the tension in this painting. Like, what the hell is happening here? What's pulling this? And here's the dog just chilling. Okay, so we will leave that here, and we can move on to... I don't know if I should blur this. I think I will blur this. This is Francisco Goya, and this is one of his black paintings. And if you know the story of these paintings, like, it gets 100% more haunting. Like, he painted this when he got deaf and he was already living alone in his big home, and he painted this on the walls of this home. This was on the walls, like, do you understand? And let me check how big it was. So this is depiction of Kronos that is eating one of his son. I think I kind of got used to this painting because it didn't really send chills down my spine as it used to. I got inspired by this painting and I painted something similar in homage to this one. I feel like this is so genius. Why does he make face like this? His eyes look like a boiled egg or something. Goya succeeds to make this scary and not funny. Like, this is not funny. When I would see that in real life, I would shit my pants. And what makes this work, I think, is son that is eaten. He is eaten not in one piece, he is chewed by his father. And why he looks so weird, like, what is this posture? His legs, he looks like an abomination of a human. I do also like this one. And I think this one gets me more, because, like, what are these faces? I feel like he was so skillful in creating these scary faces, but they are on a very thin line to being just funny, because they have exaggerated features. This, I would imagine this being a meme or something like that, but in this whole setting, you just see these humans and think that they don't have very good intentions. Yeah, and as I was saying, this is the other painting from this series of black paintings, and look at this fucking face! This person looks kind of like a lizard. Like, look at these eyes. I love how this is painted, where you can see all of the brush strokes. I think I will go with this one, and at the end we will just go through with every painting that we saw. Okay, so what the fuck is going on here? Here's some work of Beksiński, and he just painted a jump scare. He painted a jump scare because why the fuck would there be a floating head in this setting? And if you don't know his works, check it out. You will not be disappointed. But I feel like other of his works, they are unsettling, but maybe I just got used to them and they don't scare me that much anymore. But this one gets me every time. I feel like what works here is this dreamy setting in the background. Like, there's some trees and this is all in warm colors. And here's just some freaking jump scare woman. And she has green piercing eyes. She kind of be slaying that bangs. So this is Francis Bacon and his interpretation of a pope, and this pope is screaming. Yeah, I like this one because you can hear this painting. He just goes. And what gets me also, like, I think personally, is this motive of religion, because, like, what the fuck is happening? Like, is demon possessing him or something? If this was just a regular person, you would think that, yeah, what the hell, this is wrong or something, but he's a pope, and why is he behaving like this? Shouldn't he be protected by something, or maybe he is doing something malicious at the first place? But this goes to my top 5. You might have seen this one. I have seen this on some YouTube video. This is Currie. The title of this painting is Hiroshima smile. It's just hard to look at because there is enough of humanity in this face that you recognize this as human being, but he got so disfigured. And this is something that I think about when I see the topic of post-radiation sickness. I feel like radiation is something that it was never meant to be felt in that way by humans, so it feels like your body is melting and you are just disintegrating from the inside. Besides that, this is just also a very, very scary face. This is something that I talked about at the beginning, how to make a face scary and uncanny while not making it funny. This is not easy. I have struggled with this. So here is an example. Like, this is a scary face. This is not made by Currie. This is also well done, but you can see this is not as haunting as this one. Kudos to that artist that painted this, because this is also very nice, but this is not quite as cursed as the original. Okay, fuck, I searched for it for the longest time. So yeah, this is from the Polish artist Bronisław Linke, and this is from series of illustrations. I don't know how to translate that because it means like screaming rocks, basically, or stones. Obviously, it correlates to what has been happening during the Second World War in Poland. So you can just look at this image and imagine how devastating life must have been for these people. He lived through that times when the Second World War has begun. He ran out of the country because he was making before caricatures of so he had to flee, you know. I will just search for some artists. Okay, fuck it. We look at 50 scary paintings that aren't easy to look at. This is on Bored Panda, and we will see if anything is scary at all. Okay, already we have Beksiński. So this is what I have been talking about. This one is just nice, cozy painting for me. This is just a nice, cozy painting for me. Take a look, it's signed by Head. Oh yeah, okay, German? Is he German? How should I pronounce his name? Caspar David Friedrich. But this is just gothic aesthetic that I really like. Beautiful painting. I very much like this one. Not scary. Yeah, we have this one already. Now this is creepy. This is creepy. So this one, but this aesthetic of illustration is not getting to me in that case. Okay, Bosch, there's just too much going on, you know? This is really nice, but this is kind of sad rather than creepy. Is he Polish? Originally przeczucie. You will see word like this and will be like, what the hell is Polish language about? Oh my god, oh, I just saw it, oh no! That is good. I didn't know about this artist. Man, just Polish people, they have something to say about creepy stuff, aren't they? It's here. Oh god. I was like, okay, that's just two dogs. Where's the Grim Reaper? And there he appeared. Henrik Weisenhoff. Nightmare. I think in that case, this face just looks funny to me. I don't know if it looks funny to you, but this is not... I think this is too much detail. If the brush strokes were more visible, as in Goya's painting, then I think it would work, but here I don't think it works. Funny goblin. This is just edgy. I mean, it's cool. It's like, but I would add some flames in the background for this skeleton. Terminator wins. Okay. Okay. Oh, Frida Kahlo. I am not fond of works from Frida Kahlo just because they don't appear to me in aesthetic level, but this is interesting. This is nice, but I don't think it's scary enough. Okay, we are at 13. Okay, we have Goya. I think this is also from the black paintings, but The Witch's Sabbath, it is just pleasing to watch. It is not quite scary as the other ones, but I like... Bruh! Is this child a skeleton? But still, it is not as scary. Moving on. Oh my god, what is happening here? This looks very psychedelic. Lucifero. Why does he look like a cat? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh yeah, this is nice painting. I have seen this one. So what I am seeing here, this is 1885. I feel like this has some of influences from Francisco Goya, just because this man face. But I feel like it is so well done and it conveys his emotions. If I am not wrong, this is about him, his son, and he is now just realizing what he has done. So it is very powerful image, but I would say that this is also sad, maybe rather than disturbing. Yeah, this is disturbing, but it is not creepy because this is an aftermath, so we are seeing the outcomes of his actions rather than anticipating these outcomes. This carpet is painted so freaking good. I wonder how much time did it take. This is also by Francisco Goya. I wonder. Yeah, it is not from the black painting series. I feel like you can see it here. This is kind of like a creepy illustration, but for the children's book. Sorry, I don't want to roast him, but this face, it's giving me Disney character. Yeah, this is not scary, just girl with a lot of hair. Oh yeah, that's what I am saying. How is this scary? The condition that is no way her fault. She looks like a child that just has a lot of hair. Oh, no freaking way, this was made in 1851? It looks like AI generated today. There is a lot happening here, but I feel like this is not what I am searching for today. Nah. This is nice. Also saw this painting in some of the top 10 scariest paintings, but I feel like this woman here adds a lot because you are already seeing this situation as if he wants to sneak over her or something, because if it wasn't for her, honestly he looks kind of peaceful and the colors here are very calming. So moving on. The fuck? I mean, the depictions of hell, they are kind of funny. Like, I think Bosch painted this guy that was standing with trumpet in his ass. Okay, now that's scary, like to imagine having trumpet in your ass. When you fart, you can play on it. When I see something like this, I already have this all images in my head that, like, why does he have face on his belly? He looks kind of disoriented. By the way, he is a devil, so why does he look disoriented? I would think that he knows his way, but obviously he don't. He straight from God. Maybe this is right depiction, like when the devil wanders away from God, he looks like that all the time. Lol, he has man boobs. Why is that scary? This because of this freaking school? But bro, it looks like you would take a picture in Photoshop and you would just place a PNG of a school and you would just whoosh, do this. Really funny, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said, Novasu. Thank you. Depressing. Have a nice life. Oh, let me guess. Someone just linked an album here. Okay, Scream. I got so used to this painting, I don't think it's scary anymore. Okay, this is not, we have this already. So, I mean, I know this painting. I think this one is even better than the one that I showed you, just because of this meat in the background. But yeah, we will stay with our choices here. I mean, I will stay with my choices. I don't know who made this list. I feel like in 1901, when Cézanne was done with this painting, then the people that saw this, they were like, oh my god, what is this scary painting? This is so scary. But this is just nothing to me right now. Yeah, we will end with that. I made some painting that is homage to this one, but I made it with some of my ideas, like these people, but they are standing in front of a sea and there's a Cthulhu in the background. I have last painting, and this is work by Yuko Tatsushima. I know some of her work. It contains hard topics that I don't want quite to talk about, just not to trigger some people. But yeah, I feel like this painting can be scarier depending on if you had some very bad experiences. Because what I do know is that her works touches on some topics about being a woman, and that is the scariest things of them all. What gets me in this painting is also the way it is painted or drawn. There's so much emotion here, like I imagine the artist was just like she wanted to just spit it out of herself, and yeah, I feel like this will be a good closing. We started with Dragan Bibin and Fear of the Unknown, and the unknown is represented by darkness. Later we got to Francisco Goya and Fear of the Human, and these scary faces that are disfigured and that are malicious. And staying in the theme of scary faces, here's some haunting piece by Beksiński that is just a freaking jump scare. So this is the unnatural, and here I think this is pain and screaming, because when we see someone in pain we fear for ourselves. I think that the same fate will happen to us. This freaking Pope, I don't think that I will become Pope at some point, but I obviously can be in pain and sitting on the chairs. This I think is uncanny, when we see someone that should be human but you are not quite sure. Yeah, like what is this face even about? This phenomenon of uncanny valley is, I think, a big topic of creepiness itself. This is also this theme of pain, but also this is mixed with aura of some horrific events. These walls saw so much suffering and they echo that, and this is genius. I will need to check out more of this artist's work because it took me by surprise. This is hidden in plain sight. When your eyes will see something, you know this is too late, this is already over. And this is the last painting for today. What gets me is this smile also, and I feel like it represents the pressure to just endure everything and to not fight back. Yeah, with that positive accent we will end this video. I will end this video. I hope I will give you some nightmares, and I got some inspiration actually out of this, and it will be all for now. So have a nice day and see you.